Yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt. It's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. It's the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already dead.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, he's the last.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Yeah.
Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Yeah.
On second down, here's Allen. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Green flexing his... There goes Green! 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A.J. Green, 76 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle
That's why you
him
need
at
to
the
have
48.
that's why I keep telling you, I don't care about that stuff no more.
I know that play went to the
I already
left
know
side,
that,
and
that's
what
why I
it
don't
was
get
designed to
myself
do, an
even.
outside handoff there.
You know,
But how
I just
about
don't
the
get them in
whole
my
offensive
plans. If
line
I
being
moved Jackson,
involved?
I wouldn't even
See
say
on
it,
the
man. I
left
was
side
just
where the
getting
play was
myself.
going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Bridgewater now on second down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
Wow.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, worry about yourself. That's it. I don't know, man.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. This complete to Lockett. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Room to run past midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater now from the 50. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Here's Bridgewater. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Bridgewater. And And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I ain't talked to him, dude. I don't
Allen looks to throw on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. On second down, here's Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Throwing is Allen on third. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They give it to Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Bridgewater now. It's caught. Lockett. And bulldozing his way through. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They pitch it out to Anderson. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Trey Burton, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Let's go, fellas.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On first down, Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
What is that?
And Lambeau will put this one through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, so John, can you hear me talking in the background?
First and 10.
No, I was saying, can you hear me talking in the background?
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
What's going to happen in a minute?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's going to be in a couple seconds. He's here.
Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Bridgewater. And his pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
He's frozen?
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
Oh, Teddy Bridgewater.
I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bridgewater now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good.
That's down 13-10.
And will take the lead at 13-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Here comes Grant on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down is Allen. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Allen throwing on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And here's Allen on third down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Good job to pick him up.
Levante David. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Tell John I just picked him up.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater.
Yeah.
This complete to Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now a run with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for them?
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Huh? Nah, it's only week 9.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
It's about to be a dog in the right now.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39!
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Lambeau will put this one through And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
A final score now from Chicago, and the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Anderson. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Yeah,
it's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Sit your ass down. Sit.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Sit now.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He finds an opening past the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run, Montgomery, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, John,
now
we
whistles
OT.
blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Yeah, I'm trying to win right now. I'm trying to score right now.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
I got the ball.
He'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I got the ball.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, I just did a long pass. Yeah, that was me.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
On the left side, it's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in
Let's
there.
go, Ted. Trying to think about the win.
Continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now.
I hope so. I can't one more spot.
It's 2nd and 21. To the air, Allen. He's airing it out for Williams.
I picked him off. It's over with. Let's go. Let's go, Jay.
Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
I won.
And that's how this one ends.
Oh, baby.
In overtime with the interception.
Oh.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this.
Jordan got an interception at the end of the game.
Overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here.
Yeah, because mines are a little faster than here. You can see it.
So definitely not a gimme.
No, mine's a little faster than here.
Until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Tennessee, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for New England, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Dang, let's go. That was a dog fight. It was a dog fight though. Dude, I'm talking about, he jumped out 7-0, caught me in the 3rd and 16, throwing up, caught me in that double gap blitz, caught me deep, and then I went down there and kicked the field goal, 7-3, then turned around. I don't know what happened, but I threw 3 picks down there within like 3 minutes in the game left, driving in the scoring that nigga, trying that nigga, just throwing picks. He done drove all the way down the field with 20-something seconds left on the 3-yard line, down 16-13. Defense stood up. He kicked the field goal, went to OT. I got ball back and went down there and scored. Dude, my heart rate, because I'm laying in the bed chilling. But when I threw, you know how you trying to blow them boys out, I'm through 2 picks, one trying to throw it to my fullback. This dude jumped in, and then another one, like those could have been pick 6s. My niggas came out of nowhere attacking me. Wait. So, dude, I barely escaped. Broncos 9-0, I'm 8-1. Bills 7-2, Patriots 7-3, Browns 7-3, Jags 6-2. Sleep. He told Giants to be home at 9. Giants went out there talking about making his money and crap. Yeah, he been home since like 9:45. He talking about, yeah, my defense got you, my QB ready. I'm looking like, dude, that was bro. I stayed in my clothes the whole game and just was this. Damn, dude, the only thing about it is Guwap, the old Raiders. I only got 2 more computers left.
Then you got the Lions 7-2.